Hello, tribe. Good morning. I'm on my first coffee today, and I'm bringing back one of the topics that I've done ages ago, I believe. It's called, as you can see, What Will You Be Known For? And remember, taken from the current energies where we heading. Also, for Patreons for this week, the next topic that I will be doing a pick a card on, as per your votes, will be the next fortunate event. So let's go. As usual, pile number 1 is on your left, pile number 3 is on your right. I'll see you in timestamps. Hello, tribe. So let's see what we got for pile number 1. What will you be known for? And I've got my intuitive deck here to start with. So we're going to be tying in this card to the rest of your reading. By the way, I want to say thank you for those who are using thanks button, which is a new thing. I'm really happy that YouTube did that and you are supporting my work. Let's see. I want to also use the Urban Tarot. What will you be known for? What will you be known for? I feel like these two cards want to come out. Actually, 3. We'll take them all. I wasn't able to put it back in a deck. Kind of stuck to me. You've got the 4 of Pens, 3 of Cups, and we have the Tower. Let me tune in. I hope you can see. Let me adjust you slightly. Okay. You know what I'm getting straight away for pile number 1 is that you're gonna be known for your ability to somehow bring people together. For either your community at work or team that you building at work. Your ability, so now I'm going to be jumping into specifics. You gotta have to differentiate what's yours, what's not. Your ability to invest wisely. So some people might be coming to you for financial advice, or they are inspired by you, so they look up to you, how you've built yourself up. For some others of you, it feels like you could be into sports, and because I'm seeing Olympics, you might be known for your body's strength or ability to accomplish something. Now, it doesn't have to be as intense as actual Olympics. You could be just overall into body's well-being, into strengthening the body, and it feels like in this pile there's this sense of community regardless of what you do. You're known for the big community or the big circle that you have, that you appreciate, and you have a lot of support from that community. For others, I'm seeing numbers. Anything that's to do with numbers, you're going to be really good at. Maths, science. Some of you will really thrive in a big city. It feels like it is a driving force for you when there is a buzz, an environment when there is a buzz. For those who know for sure that you don't like that, even if, say, you were in a quiet town or somewhere living very remotely, I still feel like you're going to have a community then online that you're going to be known for. Something that you do that people want to follow you. I keep seeing buildings, really like big, tall buildings. It seems also to be tied to visibility. People can see you from far away, like that skyscraper. And they want to check it out. They want to know who built that. What's on the top floor? How can I get there? There is interest, community interest in you here. I wouldn't be surprised if pile number 1 were the people who wanted to go into entertainment industry too, because I feel like you naturally, those who are especially extroverted, you're naturally really good at arranging or hosting parties or celebrations, could be even weddings, birthdays, anything like that. Let's pull more cards, shall we? How will you get there? And I'm using the in-between tarot. Give us a bit more insight on the journey. How will you get there? You've got the Hermit, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords. I feel like I want one more. I'm being shown one specific event in your life that's collectively influential that we will talk about. We have the Six of Wands, nice. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so collectively what we're seeing here, there is going to be a time, or maybe there was already a time when you felt like you really need to review your relationships, okay? One particular relationship. And maybe you are going to decide, not maybe, but a very, very probable, you're going to decide split ways with that person. Whoever this is, it could be a friend, a lover, husband or wife. If that's happening already, if this is your story, sorry, you already know that this is something that is intuitively in you. And the time of reflection to really review your relationships and where you're heading, and really being honest with yourself is going to be crucial to find your way back to yourself, because what you will be known for is something very authentic to you. And I feel like once you decide to split ways or become more distant with one specific person, you start focusing more on your goals. You start focusing on what mattered to you since the beginning of time, I'm hearing. And you will be very protective over your goal and your path. You're not backing down, you're investing your energy and focused fully in what you're trying to achieve. You know that it might not be all rainbows and unicorns, but you're so committed that actually is going to take you exactly where you want to be. So this is a bit of a hint here. Something was a distraction, or maybe if this partnership lasted for a long time, you're realizing that you're slowly going separate ways, and it's if you're becoming more and more distant, even being in that relationship. And that's when you have this conversation with the other person and you say, you know what, I feel like we're strangers again, or I feel like there's nothing I can do but just to talk to you openly, that I feel like I really need to walk my path. And if I stay in this partnership or in this friendship, or maybe if I stay around my family, even for some of you, I will not be able to pursue that because of some reason. How are you feeling? I want to switch decks actually. Let's take the Texture Tarot. How are you feeling once you are on this path? How are you feeling, or what's happening once you are on this path? Yeah, we have the Two of Wands, so you're making a decision to cut something off here, because I always take this card as if there is another option for you that doesn't weight you down as much as this one over here, with this one with that chain, okay? So you're contemplating here, you're making a decision, and that decision has something to do with own leadership. I have to own this. I have to be this emperor. I have to act accordingly. You structuring your life a bit differently. I'm seeing calculations, I'm seeing plans. You're very in the zone. This is a pile of leadership, okay? Leadership and visibility. We talked about visibility. It's coming through here with a star card. People can see you from far away, or people can see you online. People can see what you do. You're very visible, and it feels like you need to be, because you have grown into this emperor, and people want to know how you did that. How they can get to the point when they're sitting on that throne. There are a lot of books that this emperor has read. There are a lot of experiences, life experiences in these books of this emperor. So every single experience is leading you to exactly where you need to be in order to sit on that throne. If this guy had it easy, he wouldn't be sitting on the throne. There wouldn't be so many books over here with his experiences. And that's why he's sitting there. And also commitment to that goal. This guy was really, really committed to that goal. I'm seeing guy, doesn't matter if you are male or female. You're feeling powerful, you're feeling noticed, you're feeling visible. And there might be a point in your life then that you want to help people who maybe don't have as much. Those who somehow maybe are not as resourceful as you, or those who need that advice or knowledge that you have gained already. And I feel like maybe you're going to use that visibility in order to speak about it, or in order to write about it, or in order to give advice on how to get there. Aesthetics in this pile is very important, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was my creative pile. Somehow creativity, aesthetics, design could play into this. How are you feeling financially? How are you feeling financially? There will be a point where you're going to have to take that leap or risky move in your eyes. How are you feeling financially? And you're going to be pretty happy that you did that with Nine of Cups. You're like, damn, thank fuck I did this. Because that somehow freed you from the old maybe habits. That's something to do with finances. Yeah, you're cutting it off with the justice here. Old habits or old ways of making money. There is lesson here for you. Not only that you have to learn when to say bye to something in your life, but you also somehow reprogramming yourself and having a bit of a different relationship with your money. It's not about how much I need, but how that amount of money will make me feel, okay? Why do I want it? There might be a phase where you might think that things are not moving financially because your timing is a bit different from what is planned. And I feel like you're gonna be patient, because you know that that sun is coming your way. You're gonna be patient. You know that behind the scenes you're manifesting exactly what you want financially. I mean, damn, the Magician and the Six of Wands telling you that you get an exactly what not only you need, but you want and more. These are beautiful cards to get. I mean, when we talk about finances, you're on the top of your game. But what's important here for you, you're like, yeah, it's money, but it's very important how it actually makes me feel. So say if I'm helping someone who doesn't have as much by maybe providing my free services, or from time to time donating, or maybe giving money to the poor, or whatever the case, that's the key of having that money for me. That's why I wanted this. And that's why you're getting it. So, great stuff, pile number one. This is not a straightforward journey. It's a bit of a roller coaster. And no journey is straightforward, right? So whenever you feel like you're in that phase where you're like, oh, I don't feel like, when there might be a couple of instances when you might find yourself either losing motivation or not seeing the bigger picture. Just live it through, okay? Allow your emotions to flow through you, live it through. It's not going to be that you're not moving anywhere. You're going to be given pauses. So reflect why those pauses are being given to you. Sometimes they are given to us just to take a moment and breathe, okay? So hopefully this is beneficial, pile number 1. If you'd like to see extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. And thank you for using the thanks button. Love you all. Bye for now. Hello tribe, pile number 2. Let's go. Let's see what you will be known for. So I want to thank, first of all, people who are using the thanks button that is new on YouTube for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate you and it means a lot. Oosh, we're gonna tie this card into your reading. This is just a handmade abstract deck that I sometimes read from. And we're going to be using the Urban Tarot. What will you be known for? Pile number 2. I don't know why the first thing that I heard is duality. Seven of Wands. Sun. Seven, double the 7, 7 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. That's important. Let's put it right here. It goes very well with what I heard, duality. So the dark and the light, the balance of universe, right? The Hierophant knows a lot about that. All right. What will you be known for, my friends? There is a lot in this pile. First thing first, there is a sense of protection about you. That is very important. And this is gonna tie into what you're gonna be known for. At one point, you're gonna start feeling that you want to protect maybe an idea. You want to talk about the duality itself. If you see that someone is thinking only in black and white terms, you want to kind of use the light and the dark in order to, I'm seeing words, in order to speak or to write. And the way you express yourself, it feels like, especially in this deck with the 7 of Swords, in this topic, as if no one have thought about it just yet. No one have spoken the way you're going to be speaking. Some people are afraid to talk about things maybe that you're going to be talking or doing, okay? Whatever this field is, there is this sense of protection. I'm protecting something or someone by using my voice or by being the sunshine over here to shine some clarity on maybe unjust situations. Random, I'm hearing Holy Trinity. I don't know what that means to you, but I'm going to be jumping in and out of specifics here. You're going to have to determine what is yours, what's not. You might find yourself in a spiritual field, in a field that has a priority for soul's evolution. But it seems like you're going to first of all talk about things that are not maybe useful, or things that are out there that are not useful for the soul, that we see, that we hear about, maybe online or from other people around. You're here somehow to spark the soul's progress, to maybe help other people how to do that. And because you're here to do this, you're gonna have to go through quite a lot of ups and downs yourself, because if you didn't have those experiences, you wouldn't know. Maybe you yourself have gone through quite a lot of shady situations here with the Seven of Swords, or maybe you were hiding your voice or hiding your authenticity, and you are like, I'm just not gonna say anything, or I'm too shy, or I'm not gonna point it out because what is the point? At one point, you're gonna find yourself saying, you know what, fuck this, I really need to step into me. And once you step into yourself, you're gonna start slowly opening up a little bit, and people will be like, whoa, you never really talked that way before. But it's not that you're coming from anger, you're coming from wisdom. There is a sense of wisdom in this pile. Protection with words or with actions. So we could be looking at people who work in a field that's somehow connected to security, some sort of official. Maybe even you'll want to get hired as part of government, and you'll want to do justice. You want to be the justice. You want to lead by example. Maybe you are someone who's going to work with children or do something for children, because you see that maybe the way the education goes or what kind of books we have out there, they're not really valuable for children, because you see deeper, you see through the physical, you see to the soul. And you're like, okay, what would my younger self need at this point when I'm at this age? You're gonna be known for doing things right or looking into something much deeper than a surface level. You will want to uncover the secrets. The secrets maybe of life, some sort of hacks, looking much deeper than the flesh, something that is not maybe as easily seen by someone else. How are you getting there? We're gonna be using the in-between tarot. Sorry if you hear my neighbors. They are still refurbishing from time to time. I feel like this is a different flat now. Everyone is renewing themselves, their environment. How are you getting there? We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. I don't know why I keep hearing cutting the crap. We have Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Coins. So remember how I said you're going to have to go through those experiences yourself? Here you are. This is the internal conflict, how I see this, is specifically in this deck, right? The light and the shadow, it feels like it's aligning. It's aligning. You start seeing what was maybe difficult for you in your own life, or you're going to find yourself in a situation when you feel like there is no way out. And that's when you start looking deeper. Is it actually no way out, or this is something that I'm making up? And that's when you free yourself from this state, but you're going to learn quite a lot in that state. We have an eagle literally above this guy. This is a very powerful symbol and totem. And we have an eagle right here once she has accomplished what she had to accomplish on a soul level. Okay, so you're gonna find yourself in a state where you're like, meh, I really need to dive deep here to understand my brain a little bit more. This would be a pile for also therapists of any sorts, okay? Psychologists, hypnotherapists, psychiatrists, anything like that. But it seems like you're combining somehow, there's a duality to it, the science and the supernatural, for it to be as powerful as it can be. And that's when you talk about it. That's when people gather to hear what you have to say. This is the research that you've done throughout the years, right behind you. This is the knowledge that you've gained, and you're like, no one is speaking about this. Shall we speak about these things a little bit more? Share it with other people. I feel like this is important. This is also a pile for those who I'm getting this Aquarius vibe just from the way that I'm feeling. Inventing something, maybe some sort of routine, technique, structure that is very helpful. How will you feel once you get to the 8 of Coins? How will you feel once you get there? And also want to peek into finances. So whatever needs to be known about here or highlighted here, please. We have the Sun. We have the 5 of Cups. Through this work, not only that you somehow impact your environment, but you also, without really knowing, you're healing yourself emotionally with that Sun and the 5 of Cups. I want to say healing the inner child by just the things that you do. So see, if you're a therapist or a coach, by coaching or helping the other, you don't realize at first, but you're also doing partial healing on yourself. You have the Emperor, and you have the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the King of Coins. It seems like there might be a point in your life where you're like, okay, so I'm giving that much. I'm very happy with what I'm doing because somehow I'm able to touch someone's depths, emotions, or pull them out of really difficult situations. I have my structure in place. I'm happy where I am. The Emperor knows what they're doing. I'm happy in my leadership. But at the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking about something to do with maybe your father or father figure, or money and accomplishments. Let's see. Yeah. Through this work, somehow you're helping to heal the family or families, maybe your own relationship with your family. And you're learning how to make money. How can I make this money? Yeah, 6 of Coins. So you're finding yourself having to look at, so now you're happy what you're doing. You're happy what you're able to show, provide. But then the next phase in life is to find the reason behind why you think you can only get this amount of money, or you can only do something that way. You may find yourself healing generational patterns. It's going to be quite important, especially when it comes to your resources or your foundation. Yeah. What contracts were signed, what vows were agreed on. And it seems like you're making new agreements. This is a very deep pile. You're making new agreements. Someone's soul made an agreement. Remember how I said there is a sense of protection here? To protect the weaker, maybe the less capable, or those who are in vulnerable situations, emotionally, physically, or mentally. You have signed this contract as a soul prior to incarnation, and you are stepping into those shoes. It's not an easy mission here. You know this. But you're going to be helped. You're not going to be walking this on your own. You're going to have help exactly when you need that help. Would it be financial? Would it be emotional? You're going to meet people at exact time when you need them most. What did I say? 6 of Cups. See? You're going to be sending a lot of nice connections your way. So be open to new connections in your life. Do not be afraid of them. Okay? You have a lot of options and choices. A lot of people you'll find very inspiring to you. There's a lot of fun to be had on this path, as well as sorrow. It's duality. It's duality of both. And it seems like you're soaking in both, because you know that there is so much magic in the air, magic in the world, and what you plant is what you receive. This is a deep reading. I didn't expect it to go that way, but I freaking love this. Hopefully this was useful. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. For the rest of you, have a good day. Bye for now. Hello, pile 3. So first thing first, I'd like to thank people who are using the thanks button. That is new to YouTube and new to me. I feel very grateful anytime I see someone using it. So thanks so much, and for your continuous support. This week on Patreon, shout out to Patreons now. The next topic that we're doing, if you skip the intro, is the second most voted, the next fortunate event. And let's go. Let's see, what will you be known for? Pile number 3. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be tying this intuitive card into your reading, and we're gonna be also using the Urban Tarot. What will you be known for? Oh, we've got the 7 of Cups showing up. Oh wow, it ties in very nicely to this card, the main card that you've chosen. Bottom of the deck, Prince of Wands. Okay, first thing first, you're gonna be known for the freedom, okay? Whatever that means. Freedom. These are the people who somehow are going to find themselves constantly seeking for healthy detachment. Why I say healthy? Because they're gonna find themselves in a situation where they are thinking, you know what? Is that all to life? I don't want to live this lifestyle for the rest of my life. I feel like I have so many options only if I choose to go for them. Okay? So you're going to be choosing from the 7 of Cups over here. What is it that I want for my life? You're going to find yourself in a situation where you have to really communicate with people, or even institutions, I want to say, that help you to gain that freedom. So as an example, that would be calling up an embassy asking about visas, figuring out how much is the flight from here to there, figuring out what you really need in order to live that particular lifestyle. It's about a lifestyle, and I feel like you might be a bit of a black sheep in your surroundings. You might be someone who has done it. They just kind of packed their bags and they left, and they said, fuck this job, or fuck this lifestyle. This is old. This is not what my spirit desires. I want to live maybe... It's not that I want to say carelessly. I want to be led by my spirit. The questions that someone is asking themselves, why can't I just minimize my stuff and just have a backpack with me, or get a van, and that's where my home is? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that truly like life experiences instead of the same old routine? This is the pile that is going to be seeking for freedom regardless of where they're going to be placed. Even if they were working in a dream company, just that routine, getting up and doing the same thing all over again, it seems like it's gonna be suffocating them. Now, you're gonna know if this is not your pile. This is definitely not your pile. This is known to you in your heart for ages now. Some of you are going to be courageous enough to actually do that. Some of you maybe are going to be fighting against this until I feel like finally you're still gonna do that sooner or later. But I'm hearing that it would be better to do it whilst you still have energy, and you're gonna have more time to have these experiences that you wanna have instead of shortening that. Okay? What an interesting pile. So really what you're gonna be known for, your lifestyle or the freedom that you have and the freedom that you show to others. And it might be very difficult for others to understand you, but it's gonna be the same way difficult for you to understand them why they wanna live that life. It is almost like imprisoning in your eyes. It's not original to the soul, it's not natural to how we're supposed to be living. Anything else we need to know about this? You may want to, for a couple of you, be the person who sees gaps and talks about those gaps that there are in people's lives, whatever that gap represents to you. I'm also hearing fuck the system. Someone really doesn't like the system and how corrupt everything is these days, and they're like, I want to distance myself from this as much as possible. I want to go back to those days when I would plant an intention into the soil and see magic. I want to see that magic again. I want to live it again. You're finding your way back to your innocent, pure self. It's not going to be exactly the same because you have a lot of experience now, but you're finding that magic, finding that peace in your heart again. You're coming out to the world. You're the person who, your home is in the world, wherever you go. That's what you're seeking for, and that's what you're going to be known for. So either on this journey, some of you are going to decide to maybe record this or somehow document that. But for others, you won't give a flying F because you'll even want to disconnect from probably tech or have very limited access to tech. Yeah, you're seeking for fairness, you're seeking for fairness. So wherever you don't see fairness or justice, you're out of there. You're like, nope, nope, nope. You might even yourself want to volunteer. You might want to build maybe a refugee center or do something with refugees, or talk about those things. We have scales over here about justice itself. You might be someone who maybe travels and jumps from country to country and finds yourself volunteering with different people, different cultures, helping as you go. It seems like those who are worried about your finances, to be honest, I wouldn't be, because you're gonna gain ideas how to make money and how to build that foundation for yourself so you can live this life. Yeah? So if you feel like you're missing something, that something doesn't depend on you financially, you're gonna then seek for help or seek for assistance or seek for insight. Look at how others did it. What was their breaking point? What kind of structure they have? What routine they have to make that money? You're gonna be looking for insight. And when I said insight, we have Hermit here. Yeah. You're also meeting people who are very important. You know what I'm getting? Like, it's very random because your lifestyle is like, I don't really care about fame. I don't care about this, it doesn't matter to me. But then because you don't care about that, you randomly meeting very important people. They are important in their field, and a lot of other people would be really, really happy to have a chance to meet them. Damn, this is an interesting pile. What will you be known for? What will you be known for? I also want to say some of you may adopt, and you have eyes on you. Someone is saying, hey, you remember that person? How cool are they? Because they have taken that leap to adopt, and they've sacrificed themselves. I don't like that word, sacrifice. They have committed themselves to that person. Such a good karma. You're also going to be known for some of you, for some sort of rituals that you do that are authentic to you. They're somehow different. You don't see them very often out there. That works. And maybe some people want to come to you for services. Whenever they feel like they're at the transitional period in their lives or very difficult moments in their lives, they're going to ask for your services. The Spirit deck, we have Knight of Coins. And as if this is you teaching them how to make those statues, how they can create the life that they want for themselves. So you live in legacy here. It seems like this is going to be taken over somehow. This lifestyle, this way of living is going to be taken over by someone, because in order to live this life that you want, you're also doing something that is very important to your soul, that has connection to your finances. You're coming up with some sort of maybe rituals that would be helpful for others, and you charge for those. So you're coming up with something that is quite unusual. But the more you do it, the more you find how impactful that is for other people. And there's the sense of, not that you're being advertised all over the place online. It feels like people advertise you. You don't advertise yourself as much as people advertise you because of how good your services are, or the product maybe that you are selling. Okay? So this is an interesting pile number 3. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. For the rest of you, have a great day or evening. Until next time.